Greetings. Rhodes Park School is a leading provider of high-quality education and training services that caters for the need of diverse people in society. As a school, we aim to provide high-quality, value-for-money education. I wish to state that Rhodes Park School is an inclusive and non-selective school. This means that we accommodate learners from different backgrounds as long as they can demonstrate their willingness to learn and improve. Our goal is to ensure our learners, students, employers, and stakeholders experience highest possible standards, meaningful growth, and positive outcomes in all areas of development. Today, I will present an analysis of the results from the recent examination conducted for the Grade 12 Examination Council of Zambia School Certificate Examinations, as well as the Cambridge International General Certificate of Secondary Education, IGCSE. Further on, this report will also share some key performance indicators, emerging trends, strengths, areas for improvement, and strategic recommendations to enhance future academic outcomes. I will begin by looking at the Cambridge IGCSE examination results, then I will move to look at the Grade 12 ECZ examinations. From the onset, I would like to make it clear that the grading system for the Cambridge examination differs from that of the Examination Council of Zambia. This is because Cambridge grades uses letters, so in this analysis, we will use the grade range of A star, which is the highest grade, to U, which is ungraded. To accommodate learners of mixed abilities, in 2025, we were able to enroll some of the candidates in core content, while others were enrolled in the extended content. This enabled us to provide some flexibility in terms of what we could offer to our candidates, even if they were of limited ability. I will now start by looking at the overall performance of the Cambridge IGCSE. A total of 43 candidates were enrolled for the November 2025 IGCSE examination series. This accounted for 320 subject entries. Of these entries, 26.9% were awarded grades A to A star. 49.6% achieved an A to B star, and 69.69% attained grades A to C star. So the November 2025 IGCSE examination series recorded an overall pass rate of 88.3%. I'll now look at the comparison of the 2024 and 2025 overall analysis according to gender. In 2024 Cambridge IGCSE results, overall analysis by gender, we had 16 girls who sat for the examination and 14 boys, giving us a total of 30 candidates. In the score range for those who scored A star, there were 21 girls. In the grade A, 20, grade B, 19, grade C, 24, grade D, 13, grade E, 7, grade F, 5, grade G, 1, and the U grade, 8. While for boys in A star, there were 10, A, 12, B, 33, C, 29, D, 8, E, 5, F, 2, and none got a G grade, while ungraded we had 2 candidates. Overall, we had 31 who scored A star, 32A, 52B, 53C, 21D, 12E, 7F, and 1 got a G, and finally 10 had U grade. Let me turn your attention now to compare now with the 2025 Cambridge IGCSE results, which is also still an overall analysis according to gender. Total number of candidates who sat for this examination were 43, accounting for 17 girls and 26 boys. Those who scored A star among the girls were 6, A grade 19, B grade 19, C grade 24, D grade 11, E grade 14, F grade 5, G grade 9, and U grade 8. While for boys, we had an increase in pass rate for the boys, and those who scored A star were 23, A 35, B 33, C 42, D 18, E 9, F 2, G grade 5, U grade 7. An overall analysis will indicate that those who scored A star were 29, those who scored A were 54, those who scored B were 52, those who scored C were 66, those who scored D 29, E 23, F 7, G 14, and U a total of 10. When you analyze the gender trends, it simply shows a shift in high achieving patterns. Boys demonstrated marked improvement in distinction performance, with A star increasing from 10 in 2024 to 23 in 2025, and A grades from 12 to 35. Conversely, girls' A star grades declined from 21 to 6, although performance in A to C bands remained relatively stable. 2025 reflects strengthened overall performance and expanded participation, particularly among the boys. However, targeted intervention is required to address the decline in girls' distinction outcome and the growth in lower grade concentration in order for us to ensure a balanced and sustained academic excellence. I'll now shift my attention to focus on the Grade 12 Examination Council of Zambia. As earlier stated, the grading system for Cambridge and Examination Council of Zambia differ. So now allow me to draw your attention to the Grade 12 Examination Results Analysis as it is reflected. A total of 70 students sat for the examination, with only one student failing, reflecting a very strong overall performance. Let's focus on the overall performance of the ECZ candidates. Overall, 99% of the candidates passed, with 70% achieving Division 1 and 2, indicating a strong cohort with strong academic performance at the higher levels. The relatively small proportion in Division 4 and the minimal failure rate suggest effective teaching, well-structured learners, and generally consistent performance across the group. Let's look at now performance by division. This will be compared with 2024. In Division 1, in 2024, we had 29 candidates, while in 2025, we had 35 candidates. In Division 2, we had 30 candidates in 2024, then in 2025, we had 14 candidates. In Division 3, 2024, we had 5 candidates, while in 2025, we had 12 candidates. In Division 4, in 2024, we had 1 candidate, while in 2025, there were 8 candidates. In 2024, for a GCE, no candidate, while in 2025, there was 1 candidate. A further analysis of this data reveals that in Division 1, it represents the highest of the achievement levels, which increased from 29 to 35 candidates, and this indicates an overall improvement in the top-tier performance. In contrast, Division 2 declined significantly from 30 to 14, and this data suggests a redistribution of candidates either upwards to Division 1 or downwards to Division 3 and 4. Notably, Division 3 more than doubled from 5 to 12, while Division 4 rose sharply from 1 to 8, reflecting a wider performance spread and an increase in lower band outcomes. So performance by gender. In Division 1, 14 girls scored Division 1 in 2024, while 15 in 2025. For boys, we had 15 in 2024 who scored Division 1, and 20 boys scored Division 1 in 2025. For Division 2, we had 11 girls in 2024 and 4 girls in 2025. We had 19 boys in 2024 and 10 boys in 2025. While in Division 3, we had 3 girls in 2024 and 7 girls in 2025. As regards the boys, we had 2 boys in 2024 scoring Division 3 and 5 boys scoring Division 3 in 2025. Regarding Division 4, we had 1 girl in 2024 and 2 girls in 2025. In 2024, no boys scored Division 4, while in 2025 there were 6 boys who scored Division 4. For the GCE, no girl in 2024 scored GCE. However, in 2025 we had 1 girl who scored GCE. As regards boys, in 2024 no boy scored GCE, same as 2025 we didn't have any boy scoring GCE. In total, the number of girls 29 in 2024, number of girls in 2025 also 29. While for boys, the total number of boys in 2024 was 36, and for boys in 2025 it was 41. Reflecting on this data, we would clearly see an improvement in excellency at the top Division 1, particularly among the boys. But also, it clearly shows a widening performance gap in the middle and the lower division for both genders. While high achievement strengthened, the decline in Division 2 and the rise in Division 3 and 4 indicates the need for targeted intervention to stabilize middle band performances and reduce lower division outcome. I'll now focus on the overall performance. Overall, the comparative analysis of point-based performance shows that in 2025, lower point scores improved, with 6-point scores increasing significantly from 6 to 14, and 8-point scores rising from 2 to 8. This suggests that more candidates achieved stronger aggregate results. In the middle bands, 11 to 15 points declined from 21 to 15, while 16 to 20 points remained stable at 12. This indicates a redistribution of candidates either towards strong, that is lower point bands, or weaker bands. At the higher point range, that is 20 through to 30 points, declined slightly from 10 to 9, and above 30 points increased marginally from 3 to 4, showing that there were no significant deterioration amongst the highest point totals. So if we focus on the overall performance by gender, again the data shows that in 2025, girls maintained a stable candidature of 29, while boys' entries increased from 36 to 41. Improvement is evident in the lower point bands, with 6-point scores for boys 4 to 12, and 8-point scores increasing for girls from 1 to 5, indicating stronger aggregated performance. In the middle bands, 11 to 15 points, both girls and boys recorded declines, suggesting a redistribution of candidates towards either the strong, that is the lower point band, or weaker ranges. Higher point bands, that is from 20 through to 30 points and above 30 points, remained relatively stable, with only minor fluctuations, showing no significant deterioration among the highest point totals. Overall, 2025 reflects stronger performance among boys, stable performance among girls, and a wide distribution across the middle and lower performance ranges. This highlights areas for targeted interventions. From this results analysis that we've shared, we are so glad to see continuous improvement that is being recorded. When we compare the 2024 to 2025, our overall aggregate score indicates that 2025 performed very well, Once again, we wish to thank our dedicated teachers as well as the students who put in earnest effort to prepare adequately, and these results assures them a safe passage into their next academic endeavors, and we wish them every success as they embark on their academic endeavors in universities and colleges. For now, thank you.